What's up, chat? Today we're playing Negev only, and I wanted to talk about a couple things today. And starting off strong, I'm gonna mute my teammate because freak him. But I'm gonna be talking about a conversation I had, actually an argument I had with multiple people today, right? And it's about diet soda, right? And I'm extremely passionate about this because let me explain. Diet soda is not bad for you. Everybody in America is fed this lie that diet soda is like, it's like worse than like smoking crack or something. Diet soda is 99% water. You can debate me in the comments. I will fight you. And the craziest take I heard today from the people I was talking to is regular soda is more healthy than diet soda. And I don't know how absolutely brainwashed you have to be to believe that. But regular soda has processed sugars, ridiculous amount of calories, right? And like, it can lead to weight gain, it can lead to diabetes, it can lead to all these bad things, right? Diet soda leads to none of those. In fact, an apple has 300 times the like aspartame, which is the artificial sweetener, that a diet soda has. Like, hello? Are we losing our minds a little bit? Like, I need to get this through people's heads. I don't understand how people can believe that it's just worse for you. Like, it just isn't a thing. But everybody I was arguing to believed it, like, genuinely. Also, I just realized my teammate is no Crosshair. He's playing this like Tarkov or something, dude. You know what? Just for the love of the game, let's copy his Crosshair. Actually, then I'm gonna lose my own Crosshair. Never mind. I don't want to lose my own Crosshair. But yeah, and I mean, if like lies are just fed to us like that in our childhood, like, I don't understand. But it's, anyways, before I continue, it's time to pull out the fatherless gun here. You know, we're gonna absolutely just ruin these people's day. I'm gonna shoot it there just so I can make sure I have a setting which toggles the ability of my crosshair to like move. So it's a dynamic crosshair. So basically I can control exactly where the laser beam of bullets goes. And it's just going to be kind of unfair, I'm not going to lie. Which I'm looking forward to, because I want to win this game. I'm not looking for a fair matchup here. So yeah, we're just going to hold this. If he peeks, he might as well just be dead. Sounds like he's coming to sight from over here. We're just going to hold this. But a lot of people in this game don't realize like how strong this gun actually is. Like, look at the time to kill on that right there. He just instantly died in front of me. And it's only like $1,700. And I feel like it's just not used enough. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really a great counter for it. You know what I mean? And there's so many playmaking opportunities. Like, for example, this round I'm going to throw a smoke here. And then the smoke's going to pop. And I'm just going to sit here. And what the... Okay, sure. I'm just going to sit here and kind of hold this angle. And if they peek, they just get slammed with the laser beam of bullets. You basically just can't peek into this thing. But anyways, back to diet soda. I was wondering, like, after that conversation, like, genuinely, what are some of the craziest lies in America that we, like, believe are true just because we've been told? Like, because I also used to believe diet soda was horrible. And I used to be, like, 200 pounds overweight. Or not, sorry, I was 200 pounds at my, okay, wow. But I was 200 pounds at my, like, max, right? Now, my lowest, then after I stopped drinking regular soda and started drinking diet soda, I went to 140. And also I started going to the gym and stuff. So that also helped too. I guess I wasn't, like, quite 200 pounds. I don't know, I was somewhere around that range. But anyways, point is that I've only seen positives. And I used to hate diet soda. I used to think it was worse than regular soda. I actually believe that as well. But after seeing the positive effects which diet soda had on me, you know, I can't hate on it anymore. And in fact, I think it's obviously not as good as just drinking water. If you were to drink water, that would obviously be better for you. But, you know, you can't deny the positive effects. And then, just from a perspective of like, does it taste good? Objectively, no. But the thing is, and this is a weird effect. So I just recently got off a cut. I am now bulking to try to build muscle. So I am bulking. But like I said before that, I was overweight. So I was cutting down to a smaller weight. You know what I mean? So at the peak of my cut, it got really like hard to stick to like a diet. So what I do is I drink a ton of diet sodas to compensate and feel like I had something to drink. But now the fact that I've got so used to diet sodas, it's like when I go back to regular soda, it genuinely tastes worse to me. I'm actually being serious. Like, I prefer a diet soda now over a regular soda, which I feel like is a good thing. But that being said, I still feel like I could, you know, it's not like ruin for me. Like, I could definitely go back to regular soda and then I'd eventually start enjoying it again. But I have conditioned my taste buds in a way to where I like diet soda more. And here's another reason why. A regular soda, even if we cut out... Oh my gosh, I just smacked my microphone. That was probably really loud. But even if we cut out the negative health effects and just any... So if we just stop talking about health and purely in a form of taste or like consumption, I'd say I want to throw out another argument. So for a regular soda, you can only drink about 1 or 2 before you get kind of sick. You know what I mean? We all have a feeling where we feel like sick, kind of bloated, you know, like just kind of gross. But a diet soda, I get that feeling only after I drink about like 10 of them. Because if you think about it, you're not really consuming anything other than water and like artificial sweetener, which inherently is not like bad for you. And if you say, oh, the 2 grams of sodium in it and artificial sweetener are gonna kill me, and then you go like smack a freaking burger later on in the day, like, what kind of hypocrite are you? You know what I mean? Like, I bet a burger has like 800 times the sodium of a freaking diet soda. But anyways, yeah, you can drink about like 10. You can basically drink infinite without feeling like sick. You know what I mean? Sick to your stomach. And that's kind of huge, no? Like, heck yeah, dude. I'm a huge soda connoisseur. I just want to be chugging that stuff all day long. You know what I mean? Anyways, the other thing I was going to talk about today is that I need a haircut, bro. This is getting bad, bro. This is getting bad. So that's what I'm immediately going to do after this video, you know what I mean? Because there's just no way I can keep rocking the, I guess, as you guys say in the comments, the broccoli head. I get that so much now. You guys in the comments are ruthless, dude. What's wrong with the broccoli heads, bro? Can we not just exist in peace, bro? And I wouldn't even say I'm like a... I wouldn't even say it's like a bad thing for me, because I was born with this hair. It's not like I curled it or anything, bro. I'm not like... If I did that, that would just be kind of zesty, low-key, but... like... I'm not trying to have it. I was just genetically born this way. Like, I can't uncurl my hair. And if I do that, then I'm just like... wasting an hour of my day with like a curling iron straightening out my hair. Like, I'm not doing that. I have Counter-Strike games to play. It's important to me. But yeah, even I had to admit it's getting a little bit much right now. When I was... Nice. But when I was in high school, which honestly wasn't long ago, there was this kid, his name was... actually, I'm not going to give out his name, but he was low-key really funny. He was like probably one of the funniest kids I knew. He was like a freshman and I was like a, I think, senior at the time. But yeah, he was just super funny. But one day he came up to me and he said, I bet if I had shears from Minecraft, I could get a wool block off of your head. And that like has lived rent free in my head. And my other friend heard that like and has been like non-stop yapping about it to me since. He just brings it up every time. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's just getting to a point where, you know, we got to do something about it. And honestly, I don't know. I do kind of want to change up the hairstyle. You know what I mean? I feel like this isn't peak. This is not peak. I feel like I could like have a hairstyle that mogs, you know what I mean? That mogs the server. So either the next time I make a video, I'm going to have the most fried freaking horrible hairstyle you've ever seen. Or I'm gonna look like an absolute specimen. Like an absolute CSGO nuke enjoyer. Freaking Giga Chad, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of 2 possibilities. Or I might just look slightly different than I do now, like just with shorter hair. But sometimes when they cut my hair, they basically just make me almost like bald and it low-key pisses me off a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's chill at the end of the day. I'm gonna hold this. I feel like they're gonna push from down here. If they push from my left, I'm just dead. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But, no, actually, I'm just going to swing into this. Ah, I tried to catch a timing there. It did not work. But, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. And, oh, okay. So, I came up. So, I have a couple friends who are in the, we're like all like, we like go to the football games at my university, you know what I mean? And I made a proposition that we all get like buzz cuts if our team wins the Big 12, like, or we get to the Big 12 playoffs this year. Like, or like we win the championship. We just go 12-0. We win. I don't know what that's called. I'm more into basketball than football. But we just go 12-0 in the Big 12. You know what I mean? And I want to talk about this because I'm passionate about it. Most of them, not every single one of them, but they were like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I can make that big of a commitment." Like, what commitment are you making? Like your pride? Like I don't know what to say. A buzz cut doesn't necessarily look bad. Like objectively, it doesn't look horrible. It would just be kind of a funny thing to do, and you know, like it's not a huge deal. How did my teammate get unmuted? What? Okay, whatever. But it's like it's not an objectively big commitment. You only live once, and you know, I'm always the type of guy that's more for the commitment of the bit than like sacrificing your pride, you know what I mean? You know, even if it's something like super corny, you know what I mean? I'd rather commit to the bit than act like I'm too cool for it, you know what I mean? That being said, there are still some lines with it. I mean, there's one of my friends right now who like basically she like tries to get me to do like hella zesty dance moves, and I am not doing that. I am not doing that. I will stand on my business. I'm not busting it down freaking zesty style, bro. That is not what I am doing, okay? I will never do that because at that point it's like not pride, it's like dignity. It's like sacrificing my dignity, you know what I mean? You cannot catch me doing some of the stuff she wants me to do, bro. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. And I will stand on that. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have a... Let me yap for a second. I have these two AKs on a random, and because I still like the skin a lot, but I didn't realize how much I like the case hardened. So when I just saw that I got it at a random, it felt kind of nice. Sometimes I just like inspecting the skin. I'm so proud of this skin, dude. I'm so happy I was able to get it. Like, I guess, you know, I only really have time in this game because this game's coming to an end. We're about to win. To talk about one more kind of talking point. And I want to talk about how CS2 skins have changed my perspective on life. Okay, and let me explain what I mean by that. Okay? These skins hold their value in your inventory. So it's not like you're investing in something. It's not like you're losing your money. It's not like if I were to buy a new pair of shoes, I've talked about this before. It's not like if I buy a new pair of shoes, if I try to sell those back, they might give me half of the value I paid. But this, if I were to sell this right now, I'd get exactly, maybe even more than what I paid. In my life, ever since I dumped pretty much all my money in CSGO skins, has been amazing. Because you just get to play with the skins you've always dreamed of all day long. And you also get to know that if you ever just want to sell them, you can. Like, that's insane to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. It's not like bad spending in the way that like maybe buying a sports car would be like bad in spending. Because a sports car you would sell and it would depreciate in value. But this has not depreciated in value, man. And it's probably, honestly, only going to go up, really. So, push me, boy. But yeah, that's what I thought. Get slammed. I think the other one's like right here, maybe. Yeah, nice. Oh my gosh, look at my ping for my teammate there. That was peak. You tried to use my AK, you bum. Sit on the floor, boy. But point of what I'm saying is, if there's something in your life, actually, I guess this only applies to CSGO skins. But if you want to get CSGO skins and you have money sitting in your bank account, just do it. Unless your money's invested in the stock market, that's probably a better place to have it. But I mean, just buy that AK skin. Buy that op skin, man. Buy that M4 skin. But another thing that's kind of weird is I've been more into the M4s and AKs, where traditionally I'm an op player. Because I don't think you guys understand, the only Counter-Strike I play in a day is the Counter-Strike I make for videos. I used to play a ton of Premiere, but I don't have time for that anymore. But in Premiere, I was a huge opper. And so, like, nowadays, like, I don't get to use the op because in Wingman, honestly, you don't have a lot of opping opportunities. So, yeah, but I do like op skins better than... I do just like the op better than all the rifles in the game, but I'm just forced into using rifles so that I can win. Let's see if we get a drop here. I think this is actually my game. Oh, we didn't get the new, like, case or whatever, but that's chill. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Join the Discord at 200 members. We're doing a tournament for 50 freaking schmackers. Oh my, dude, I just realized I was supposed to only use Negev that game, but I got so caught up in the yapping that I used just like the guns to win. But low-key was a good yap session. But yeah, subscribe, join the Discord. We'll use Negev next game, I promise, when I have a chopped haircut. But yeah, anyways, subscribe so I can buy Dragon Lore. You're